Sipping slow, yakking the act, thinking I'm mad.
Oh, champ. It looks like Bobby Shmurda's career has taken the craziest downfall that we may have ever seen in the history of not just hip hop but music in general. Listen, man, and it seemed like Bobby was kind of low key getting a little motion. You know, he featured on this record called Superstar Status by Lou Got Cash featuring Jeremiah and Bobby. Alright, listen, it was getting a little motion. 1.4 million in a month. Not too bad, alright? Even though that's not like super crazy for an artist, like 1.4 million a month. I mean, listen, we'll take it. But apparently, this track has gotten motion on the more northeast region of the United States, obviously, right? But at the same time, clearly this hasn't helped Bobby in any way possible, okay? Because right now, Bobby Shmurda was supposed to go on tour, but then his tour got disrupted because every single city that he was scheduled to tour in only bought 10 tickets. And I mean 10 tickets per city that he was scheduled to tour in, which means there is no show, no return on investment, nothing. This is disgusting, despicable, atrocious. And now Bobby Shmurda wants to sue behind it because he doesn't believe that these metrics were correct because the promo was lacking. I'm gonna get into more details as to what's going on. Here's what Bobby had to say and even more. So Bobby took to Instagram, alright, and said this. He said, "Hey to all my fans, I apologize for the tour being canceled. I take full responsibility. I have to go through lawsuits with these guys at Philip Stengel, who works at Halo Touring, and that I get guap that I knew better to do business with. Let this be a life lesson to all business owners and affiliates. Don't leave nothing in no one's hands. Don't matter how much you gotta work. Nobody's gonna treat your work like it's you except if you got a top pause. Don't expert. But that happens once in a blue moon because you have money does not make you a boss. Anyways, I apologize again to all of my fans. I might have to go through some lawsuits and lawyer fee money, aka the industry most wanted. Ain't nothing new. I've been fighting." Okay? And Philip Stengel, who is the guy who Bobby mentioned, who works at Halo Touring, who clearly is the one who's helping him run the tour, says full transparency. The tour was canceled due to the average of 10 tickets sold per show. Not a lack of promotion. We ran ads. We had receipts. This wasn't about effort. It was about demand. Sometimes artists lash out publicly. That's emotion. We deal in data. We wish Bobby Shmurda the best of luck on the club circuit. Philip also took to his own Instagram, alright, after leaving that comment to say, "Let's be clear. The tour was canceled because the average ticket sales across markets were 10 per city. That's not viable under any circumstances, no matter the artist or budget." Bobby Shmurda chose to publicly vent rather than acknowledge performance metrics. His frustration is understood, but the numbers don't lie. The problem wasn't promotion, it was demand. This industry isn't about emotion, it's about execution. If 10 people are buying tickets, there's no show, period. This post was a distraction. The facts are the facts. Oh champ, look here man, it's getting bad, but even crazier than that, there were some text messages that dropped where Philip Stengel got upset about the lawsuit behind the scenes. Alright, listen, Philip said, "Hey B, let me know if you need the book mailing address to sue me. And anytime we can run the effing fade, ain't no B here. You ain't gonna talk to me like you have been." Tempers were flared and things were said from both sides. Call it even as men, and let's follow through with what we started. In this business, we have moments that aren't so pretty at times. No need to sue or stop any tour because men had an argument. It happens. So apparently, Philip Stengel wants to run the fade with Bobby based on the fact that he wants to try to sue behind the metrics, alright, of the tour because only 10 people per city were buying tickets. He's trying to sue, saying that the promo was trash, that's why it didn't sell the way it was supposed to. But truthfully, nobody cares to see Bobby, and Bobby has a hard time realizing that something is going on in Bobby's head and he can't believe he is mind blown that he ain't selling no tickets. Oh shit, but look, gang, if we're being honest, yes, you're part of a record that has a little motion, but doesn't have enough motion, okay? And people are not looking to go to a Bobby concert or Bobby show, unfortunately, champ. All right? Now, he might have to leave the music scene and try something else, okay? He might have to do that. You know, Bobby lost his momentum when he came home, and he was supposed to have one of the best first day outs ever after this, you know, GS9 Rico that took place, you know, back in like 2014, where, you know, you got the whole Crip set out there in Brooklyn that Bobby is repping the GS9 Crips out there. All right. You also had Rowdy Rebel, who was a part of that, and everyone, you know, got booked. All right. It was a big Rico. Bobby did about what, 5-7 years or something like that, and Rowdy Rebel did like 3 or 4. I don't know, something along those lines. But bro, after that Rico was done, after everybody served their time, Bobby, you know, was supposed to come home and make the biggest impact. People thought it was gonna be, you know, something great. However, that flopped. All right, we didn't even really get a first day. Actually, we did get a first day out, but it was terrible. Wasn't good, man. He wasn't the same Bobby of old. All right, but Bobby did come in making hits like, you know, the Bobby B, you know what I'm saying, Hot Nigga. Those records took off great, tremendously, but that was it, man. He was pretty much, you know, a 2-hit wonder, all right? Pretty much. Some would say 3, but a 2-hit wonder, all right, if we're going to be honest. But unfortunately, Bobby did not and was not able to deliver how people thought he would. And here we are today. Bobby can't even sell more than 10 tickets on a tour, which is terrible, but it's true. All right, I don't think Bobby understands that he is no longer in demand. It might be time for Bobby to try something else outside of music, because this is horrendous, bro. 10 tickets per city on a tour, champ. You might want to try something else. Like, we just gotta be honest about the situation. We gotta tell it like it is. This is what's going on, gang. All right, listen. I don't know. I don't know where he goes from here. Like, it looks bad. It looks bad for Bobby. It looks bad for everybody involved, but mainly Bobby Shmurda, champs, if we're being honest, okay? But man, this is embarrassing, bro. This is tragic, especially for the city of New York. This is embarrassing. All right, but man, look, much success to Bobby though. But boy, this is bad, bro. 10? Man, he making Ice Spice look like Jay-Z right now. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Bobby Shmurda single-handedly made Ice Spice look like Jay-Z. And it's really not his fault, but it is his fault still. Listen, y'all make sure you hit the like button. Y'all make sure y'all share the video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Is this the worst L in hip-hop history? This is damn... Listen, this make Drake look like Tupac right now. I'm sorry. I'm saying it. Hit the like, share the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. But gang, guess what? Special announcement. It's the mayor. The one and only New York Mayor F. Eric Adams. You rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham. You already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. Make sure you hit the like. Make sure you share the video. Subscribe to Showface News right now. Go to showfacenews.com and cop the merch. And go on the Discord. The Discord link is in the description. It's an amazing Discord. We have 1,000 members. I'm up out of here, gang. Salute. Ladies and gentlemen, do the mayor a favor and go to showfacenews.com for the brand new mayor merch. Yes, wear the mayor's quotes in style all fall, all winter long. For the remainder of 2024, the mayor will be providing brand new merch each and every month. Alright, look, we have the All Champs tees out right now, as well as the Hug Your Shadow hoodies and tees. Wear the mayor merch in style only at showfacenews.com. Get your orders in. The orders ship fast. Get it right now. Everybody's buying it. Subscribe to the mayor.